been a while since I last made a video. Been a bit busy, but I've got a bit of time now. So I thought the first one I'd go back to 1982, a game called Moon Patrol. It's a game that I think was probably ahead of its time at the time. And I actually never played this in the arcade when it first came out. In fact, I kind of came across it by chance when I had a game for my ZX Spectrum called Moon Alert. Didn't know this at the time, but it was clearly a blatant knockoff of this game. And when you played it, when you actually got to the end of each section, obviously because it was a knockoff, you couldn't have the actual tunes from this game. So you actually got the Indiana Jones theme tune. Let me see if I can dig out a video of it. Yeah, so obviously one day I came across the arcades and saw this and thought, well, hello, that's Moon Alert. But here's the actual arcade game of it. So let's get to it. So it's a game that comes in several sections from A to Z. For each 5 letters, you actually get to the end of a section and you get your bonus points. And it's quite a simple aim, it's just literally to get from one side to the other. Obviously it gets more difficult as you go along. So let's play a game, see how far I can get on 1 credit. So it's quite a straightforward game, it's just a case of getting from one section to the next, from left to right. Controls are left and right. Right makes you go faster, left makes you slow down. Start off with just a couple of jumps and a couple of shots to fire. When you fire ahead of you and above. Now forward you can only get about 2 shots in. It is possible to get 3, but can be a bit tricky and it is needed later in the game. Although there are ways of avoiding it. So you have to be careful when speeding up, because if you go too fast and jump, you might find there's actually a rock the other side and you'll just run straight into it. So spaceships on their own aren't too difficult to contend with. You do need to not stand still, you do need to move around a bit. But these things, when they fire, what they drop, they don't fire at you, they'll drop bullets that create craters in the ground. So if you've got spaceships at the same time, trying to jump and avoid the craters can be a bit tricky. It's quite generous with free lives. I think you get a free life at 10,000, another at 30 and another at 50. So overall you can get about 6 lives in this game, but it doesn't alert you to a free life, it just appears. Okay, so now we've got the first combination. So this really, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. So those big rocks, 2 hits, or you can hit 1 and jump. You don't want to have to be jumping when you've got bullets coming down here. So I've hit the 10,000, I've got a free life, but there's no notification of it there. So on this section, I tend to stay exactly where I am. I don't touch the joystick. It's just a case of jumping over the landmines. You can keep at this speed the whole time for this particular section. Later in the game when you get them though, it is a matter of speed up, slow down. Otherwise, yeah, you die. But this section is generally quite easy. Just don't use the joystick, just jump. That should be it. So now it's a little bit tougher because you'll get those and the spaceships at the same time. So you don't clear the triangular things, it will make it tricky for jumping. So when we hit this section now, I think it makes it a bit harder. You actually start to go uphill. Okay, so now we're going to go uphill. So that means when they fire from you from above, they're a lot closer to you. Of course, you're closer to them. On the downhill now. So the final section of this course, obviously it's the hardest section, and for this bit I find don't use the joystick, just fire and jump. Now these things will fire bullets at you. You need to fire the bullet which gets you nothing and then shoot it down. If you're not quick enough, it'll get to fire a second bullet at you, which then it'll end up killing you. Right, so the uphill bit again. So this is only tricky if you don't get rid of everything above. If you get rid of it all, you get rid of their bullets, you're fine. Hopefully I'm good now. Well, actually, you see, I've got another life from somewhere. Now I've got 4 lives. In spare, that is. So I have actually gained another life, and I will get another life at 50,000 as well. So I was wrong, in actual fact you'll get 7 lives if you reach 50,000. So now, obviously this is a harder course, it does get harder quite quickly. So the first thing you'll get is this little spaceship that will come into the left. It will just dart at you and you just have to jump over it and then shoot it. Again, it's good not to go too fast here, but there we go. So he actually shot at me twice. So instead of killing it, I ran into it. And now the lives go down quickly. So you can see now how much trickier it gets when you're jumping. Well, this is around the point where I usually get to, and that's it, that's my lot. So we'll see how much further I can get. I think we now immediately go uphill and we get 3 barrels coming down at once. And of course, as I say, you can shoot all 3, but it is really hard. So the best bet is to shoot one and jump. Just like that. I don't usually make it, but there we go. I meant to jump that last bit. So now we're going to do it again. So let's shoot one and jump at the right time. And I didn't jump at the right time, so this is it. It's where game's normally over. Should have jumped. A lot easier. And then that happens. Like I say, it gets difficult from here. Okay, so now I think we're getting the mines. Yes, we do. So this is where we have to now slow down and speed up at the right time because they'll be closer together. You can't just stay at the same speed. And I got it wrong, and there we go, that'll be game over. So there we go, that's Moon Patrol. But the one thing I quite like about this game, I will do a continue very quickly. If I continue, although I continue where I left off, my score's been reset, so I can't buy my way to the high score table. Not that there is one, there's just one high score. So we've got past that bit. Won't get any bonus points there, but it don't matter because I'm starting the game. That's a bit of a gamble. So now we've got another one of these little ships. They're easy enough to dodge. So this is point Q, which from a high score you can see this is how far I actually managed to get on one credit. And now we've got these things again. Slow down too much. Yeah, there is clearly a knack to this, and I haven't got enough to hit the wrong button, so we're going to die rather quickly. There we go. That's how much harder it gets. But anyway, that's Moon Patrol. And thanks for watching.